name is Scott, and welcome to some chair yoga this evening. You'll need a sturdy chair, preferably without arms. If it has arms, that's okay. Some comfy clothing, and then you can choose to keep your shoes on or go barefooted. You probably would like to avoid socks, to avoid any slipping. And then I always like to shift around a little bit, get comfortable. I like to envision I'm at the beach, shifting in that warm sand, hollowing out a space for your body. Allow your back to relax under the surface of the chair. Arms can rest on your legs or on the chair. Our breath is the essence of our yoga practice. And so this evening, we're going to begin with a breathing meditation by Julie Lusk. So I invite you to allow your eyes to close. And we'll begin with a big breath in through the nose and a wonderful sigh out through the mouth. We'll do that again. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling. If we can, we can allow our lips to close. Inhaling and exhaling through our nose. If we're experiencing any breathing issues, you can allow your mouth to open. And we're taking a few moments here at the beginning of our practice to let go and settle down. Tune into your senses here and now, listening to the sounds around you, noticing any thoughts or feelings that are now present, and allowing yourself to let go of your cares and concerns just for now. This is a time to renew yourself through the soothing motion of your breath. All you have to do is bring your awareness to your natural breath. Notice its depth, its pace, its rhythm. Simply being aware of your incoming and outgoing breath. When your mind begins to wander, bring your attention back to your breathing. Breathing through your nose, softly in and out. And at your own pace, let your incoming breath flow more deeply into your lungs. And exhale completely and fully. Breathing in, breathing out, slowly and smoothly. There's no need to rush or hurry. It will do us all good to slow down, resting in the comfort and steadiness of our breath. When your mind wanders, gently bring your attention back to your breath. And as we continue breathing, you can place a hand over your navel to help your awareness. Breathing deeply, slowly. Notice how your belly rises up with each inhalation and how it lowers with each exhalation. Breathing slowly in, slowly out. Feeling the movement of your breath and your body. Breathing in nourishes your cells. Breathing out helps you clear out and let go. Your vital organs are receiving a healthy massage from your breath as your belly rises and falls like the tides. Continue breathing deeply into your belly. Bring your attention to your ribs and feel the sides of your body as you breathe. Permit yourself to feel how your ribs and sides inflate upon inhalation and deflate upon exhalation. Breathing in oxygen, healing oxygen to nourish your entire system. Breathing out stale air, nourishing and cleansing as you breathe. When your mind wanders, gently bring your attention back to your breath. While your breathing continues, slowly, smoothly, and deeply, draw your attention to the area surrounding your heart. Above it, below it, in front, and behind it. And now, right into its very center. Breathing long, easy, and relaxing breaths. Each time you slowly exhale, your heartbeat restores to a healthy pace. And it feels comforting and soothing. Be breathing softly, evenly, and fully. We're going to allow ourselves to continue breathing in this slow, purposeful way. So we begin moving through some asanas or poses. Your eyes can open. And look down at our feet. On an inhale, our toes rise and your foot can come up as well. As you exhale, the foot returns and the toes to the floor. We'll do that a couple more times. Inhaling, toes rise. Exhaling, the foot lowers. And then again, toes rising. This time we'll spread those toes and then lower them down to the floor. Toes are relaxed. We don't want to grip so hard they change color. And then on an inhale, our heels rise. As you exhale, they lower down. We'll do that 2 more times. Noticing what you're feeling in your feet, your ankles, into your calves. As the heels rise and then lower. Our feet can pause. It's a wonderful grounded feeling there. We're going to scoot forward a little bit on our chair with our spine nice and long. Our torso begins swaying from side to side. And if we'd like, we can close our eyes. And we'll make those circles. Circling one way and then the other. Choosing when you change directions. Your circles can be big or small. Find what feels good for you right here tonight. And we'll come back to center. That's something you could try wherever you're at if you've been seated for a while. We have some options. We're going to enjoy some sunflowers. So we can do that on our chair. We can scoot a little farther forward, opening our legs out to the sides. That's one option. Another option is to go ahead and stand up in front of our chair. Our feet, pardon me, Autumn. Scoot you over a little bit. Toes pointed out, away from us. Arms begin in front and our hips sink down. On an inhale, hands and arms rise up towards the sun. And as you exhale, hips sink. Hands can hold our elbows. Inhaling, rising, exhaling, sinking. Head stays above your heart. Heart stays above your hips. Another option, continue flowing, I'll show you, is if you wanted to move behind your chair. And it would look something like this for more stability. And you always have the option of just returning to seated in your chair. These are wonderful because they bring heat and warmth to our entire body. Full body movement. The next time our hands rise towards the sun, we'll pause there. And our elbows bend and the space between our hands grow. Hips sink back down. And we'll hold it here for a breath or more. Building some strength in our legs. Our hands come down to our legs, our thighs, and our left shoulder moves in towards the midline of our stance for a twist. And it's okay if you choose to do this seated. Releasing, our right shoulder moves in towards the midline of our stance. Breathing, welcoming what you're feeling in your legs. Say, get stronger this evening. Coming back to center. Torso rising. Feet walking back underneath our legs. While we're up, we're going to enjoy a balancing flow. So you can move behind your chair, turning so that your left hand can be by the chair, and we can hold onto the chair, the hand can hover, or both hands can move to your heart. On an exhale, one knee at a time. The right knee can be first if you'd like, rising up, and then as you inhale, the foot lowers to the floor. And we'll do that on the other side. Exhaling, the knee rises to the level of your hips. Inhaling, the foot returning to the floor. If you're using the chair, it could be like this. You could activate the arm if you like, or just allow it to be along your side. So not only are we balancing, shifting our weight from side to side, but we're activating our hips. We'll enjoy one more. Good thing that chair's there. On each side. And our hands and arms flow down along our sides. We'll place that left hand on the chair. Our weight shifts into our left foot and leg. Right knee rises, and we're going to bring a right hand underneath that thigh. Keeping the knee to the front, balancing here, or we have the option to allow the knee to move to the side, opening the hip here as you balance and breathe. Then we'll bring the leg back to the front, keeping it here, or allowing that leg to lengthen. And then that right foot returns to the floor. And you can turn and face your chair, and keep turning to the left so that your right hand's on there. I'm going to move my chair so you can see better. Our right hand can be in contact with the chair or hovering. It's up to you. I think I'm going to start with it here on the chair. Weight shifts into that right foot and leg, and the left knee rises. That left hand underneath the thigh, staying here, or opening the hip to the side. Breathing into this hip opener. The knee returns to the front, staying here where the leg can lengthen. And then that foot lowers shoulders down. We're going to walk back around to the front of our chair. And help ourselves to seated. On an inhale, our shoulders roll up towards our ears. As we exhale, they roll down and back. We'll do that a few more times. Allowing that tension, that tightness we often keep in our upper back and shoulders to just roll down away from us this evening. And our shoulders relax in their normal place. We're going to scoot forward a bit on our chair. Our feet open up a little wider than our hips. Our hands begin on the tops of our thighs, and our spine is nice and long. On an exhale, our heart begins moving forward, and our hands slide down our legs. On an inhale, torso rises, hands slide up the legs. It's a nice feeling. Give ourselves a gentle massage of our legs with our hands. Now, your head can stay in line with your spine, or as your torso and heart move forward, you can allow it to hang down towards your feet, and then rising up as the rest of your body rises. If there's any dizziness, just keep your head in line with your spine. And maybe don't go down quite so far. We'll enjoy one more. Then we'll take our left hand. Place it on the outside of our right thigh. Our right arm can hang down along our side. And then on an inhale, that hand and arm rises up, and we find the link all the way from our fingers down the arm into the right side waist of our body. Staying here, or we'll take the fingers of the right hand over to the left, really opening that right side waist of our body. Breathing as we do this. On an inhale, fingers rise, palm turns out. As you exhale, that hand and arm floats down. And we'll bring our right hand to the outside of our left thigh. Left arm can hang along our side. On your next inhale, that left hand and arm rises up, finding space, reaching, staying there, where the left hand moves over to the right. Breathing here, welcoming what you're feeling on the left side waist of your body. Inhaling, fingers rise. Exhaling, that palm turns out. That wonderful feeling. That arm floating down. We'll bring the fingers of our right hand to the top of our right shoulder. We're going to pretend that our elbow is a paintbrush. We're going to begin painting a line from the floor up to the ceiling and back down again. Staying within your range of motion as you do this, meaning don't move into a place that's painful or does not feel good. We're going to expand our painting here. The elbow rises up, moving over, back behind you, down towards the floor, back towards your heart. What color are you painting in this evening? Or maybe it's just not one color. Maybe there's several colors you're painting. The next time the elbow moves back behind you, Stay there. We'll lower the elbow down towards our body. Left hand can come over to your right leg for support, and our gaze is over that right shoulder. As we breathe into our twist. Coming back to the front. We'll enjoy that on the other side. The fingers of the left hand come to the top of the left shoulder. We'll begin painting that line from the earth up to the sky. And then move into painting that circle. What colors are you painting on this side? The next time that elbow moves back behind you, we'll allow it to lower down towards our body. Gazing over our left shoulder, right hand comes to the outside of our left thigh. Breathing into our twist this evening. Coming back to the front. We're going to help ourselves up to standing. I like to pretend, and so we're going to pretend that we have an imaginary beach ball between our hands. And the size can vary. You can have a small beach ball or a larger beach ball, your choice, or anything in between. Our arms are reaching out from our shoulders. And on an exhale, we're going to take this ball over to the right. On an inhale, we come back to center. And on an exhale, we come over to the left. We'll just keep this pattern. Slowly coming back to the front as we inhale. Each exhale, moving over to the side. Staying within your range of motion. And once more on each side. And we'll lower that beach ball down. We're going to move behind our chair. I'll turn mine again so you can have a better view. We're going to face the back of our chair. Our left hand can be on the chair, and then our right hand. An arm can rise, and our left leg. And then we'll lower that down, and then our left arm and right leg rise. I'll return to the floor of the chair. This time as our right arm and left leg rise, we're going to hold it here with the option to bring that left heel towards your leg. It's a wonderful balancing pose because it helps engage our core here as well. Left leg lengthens and lowers down. Floor, right hand to the chair. And when you're ready, this left arm and right leg rise. Staying long, where the right heel moves towards your hip. We'll lengthen that leg, and we'll bring it down to the floor and the chair. We'll come back around to the front of our chair. And I'll turn to the side so you can see a better view. On an inhale, our shoulders roll up, and as we exhale, our hands move behind us, grasping that imaginary beach ball again. And think, remember you can have different sizes. It could be large, medium, small. And we're going for a nice feeling between, or the arms rather, up into the shoulders, across the front of your heart, over into your other shoulder and arm. And then we'll allow our beach ball to float down to the sand. And we're going to help ourselves to seat it again. We come out a little bit on our chair, our legs lengthen. And for some happy feet, we're going to allow our feet to just flow from side to side. And what that does is help our legs relax. And you can watch your leg rotate here. And our legs will pause. And we're going to keep our legs long. We're going to allow the right leg to bend, and the right ankle moves onto the shin. Now it can stay here as we begin to allow this right hip to open. We also have the option for the right ankle to move above the left knee. No extra credit for that move though. Find what good is good for you, and you could even sample and ask yourself, does that feel good or does this feel good? Keeping the left leg long, or this left foot can slide towards you. If you'd like, you can slide back into your chair using the back for support. Breathing into this hip, allowing it to relax here. Some wonderful things taking place as we do this in this hip. Then our left foot slides away from us. Right foot returns to the floor. And we'll decide where we'd like to place our left ankle. And remember, you can sample left ankle on your shin or above your knee. What feels good to you right now? Keeping the leg long, that's okay. Or allowing the foot to slide towards you and stopping whenever you'd like. Plenty of options to customize your yoga practice. Remember to breathe. Once maybe these sensations are building here, it's okay to allow the foot to slide away from you. It might feel a little or more wonderful to you. That's okay. And then the right foot slides away from you. Left foot returns to the floor. We're going to scoot out towards the edge of our chair. Our hands are going to come back and hold on to the chair. And you can play with the position of your feet. Some of you may enjoy them closer towards each other or farther away. We're going to allow both knees to flow to one side and then up and over to the other. We're relaxing, releasing the hips here. You might feel, or I feel, like I'm sliding off the chair, and that's why our hands are back there to kind of keep that from happening. But I also hope you're feeling something in the hips themselves that are making them feel better. Do one more to each side. We'll scoot back in our chair, getting comfortable here, allowing our back to rest on the chair, hands getting comfortable here. But we still don't want to slunch down. We want our spine nice and long as it relaxes back. Our chin is going to come towards our heart. And then our chin flows over towards one shoulder and across the front of our body to our other shoulder. It'll just flow from side to side. The next time your chin moves over to your left shoulder, we'll pause there. We'll lower the ear towards the shoulder on this side. Your eyes can close if you'd like. And we'll make a few circles with our nose. One way and then the other. Then our head can pause. And as we lower the left ear towards the shoulder, we're going to ask this left shoulder to just drop away. You'll be surprised at how far it can drop away. It just illustrates how much tension or energy it takes to keep our shoulders risen. Chin moves back towards the shoulder. The head sweeps across your heart and over to your other shoulder. We'll lower the right ear towards your right shoulder. Make a few circles with your nose, one way and then the other. Then our head can pause, and we'll ask this right shoulder to just drop away from the ear. As we drink our breath here, welcoming what we're feeling in our neck and our shoulders. Our chin returns back towards our shoulder. Our head flows back to our heart. Noticing what it feels like to have your head just hang. Then we'll take one of our hands, opening the hand, placing the palm on the forehead. We'll gently lift the head up to its normal place. And that right hand can come down. Your eyes can stay closed here. As we move into a few moments of Shavasana, this is where we reap the rewards of our practice. We went through all those asanas and breathing meditation, not only just to lengthen or strengthen our body, but also to move it into this place of stillness, of calmness, quietness, our mind, our body, our spirit. So it's nice to just pause and hang out here. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Just to be and breathe. Like we mentioned earlier, if your mind is going over the storyline of your day or your to-do list for the rest of the evening, turn your attention back to your soothing sound of your own breath. Allow your eyes to open. Thank you for joining me for some cheer yoga this evening. And a big thanks to the Mid-Continent Public Library for sponsoring this cheer yoga series. And they're my go-to source for yoga books, yoga videos, DVDs, and even online streaming resources. So give them a check if you'd like to see some more yoga practices. They have plenty of opportunities there. And our salutation of Namaste. My favorite definition of Namaste is acknowledging the best version of yourself, acknowledging the best version of those you meet. Namaste. I hope to see you next week.